I'm going to be your MC for the evening. So thanks for this opportunity. First I'm going to read a poem that Dee Dee put out in her print journal. If you haven't seen it before, it's a really terrific little piece. And if you're not on her mailing list already, you should be on her mailing list. It's awesome. And this one came out 6 months or so ago, was it?
Yeah, pretty much. We did it this year.
Okay. This is called 3 Articulations of Stone. Someone at some time built a wall surrounding a lake somewhere here near Stone Mountain, Georgia. East, we walk west, past lions, past shizhe, past camels, elephants, chi-lin, horses, and curve a few degrees north, since the following malevolent spirits can only travel in straight lines. Here you could park a bus atop Robert E. Lee's forearm, play a football game across his and the other faces. While in Nanjing, lines tend always toward a horizon point, and artisans were prisoners where the greater the crime, the greater the work, and dug and dragged and split and etched and cast till the eventual pallbearers left the city through 13 separate gates. And while it seems that someone at some time must have anticipated me to use myself as an example in the center of this fixture, the rocks radiate in with a message in another language. Jingjing runs toward the 4 camels since she's already seen this rectangle, and its greetings to visiting bisectors who, after the animals are over, return to the tour bus since the last chapter to the tombs will take too long on foot. There or back I could buy water, a fan, a sword, a hat, a parasol, something silken or embroidered. Here, up or down, I could buy a baseball cap, popcorn, or postcards, or even participate in the annual Yellow Daisy Festival, the Purina Incredible Dog Team Show, the Ride the Duck Sightseeing Tour, or the sheets of pending rain. Instead, we simply roll in this box on the string straight to the apex. Did you know 90% below ground? Largest granite outcropping in North America? 50 years to carve and the ones who died? And on the way back, the stones on this walk seem to spell a message. O there? P or B formed against a stick? The paths that wise toward you to choose. This poem appeared in MiPo online again about a year ago. It's called Blend. As the water finds fissures in sand, floating below and pushing up, as the tint film scribbles hard edges into zigzags, as the floral cloud migrates over and dissipates into memory, as the television becomes me and I become the television, as the static overcomes the challenge of conscious thought, as time truncates and overlaps into brown and gray, a single amalgam, as in the rain the construction paper tie-dyes and patterns from which to choose your history and self-definition, so the demons squeeze in like toothpaste, but no one notices. So you back your car into a bus stop, killing 10. So you explore shimmering patterns in your head until they divide. So you push a kite into space with a taut spring, penetrating bird's eye. So you band according to category, subset, type, range, group, field. So you address a random one, identify, strike, skew, deviate. So you change your name in circles and subdivide, become the stranger whom you love from across the aisle. And one more, this one is unpublished at the moment. I don't know if you noticed this on your tax forms, but this year you had the option of checking a box if you were deceased. You
never know.
Yeah. So this poem is called Checkbox If Deceased. Check box if deceased, and in doing so, construct a corner to the end from which to construct a tower then and tower later. Gracious rescue, a ladder, fire, fallen dragon, and apple pie is freshest when you've just picked them from dotted trees and peanut butter sandwich stands, nutrients for the cell, your captivity and taxes and fall and by foot and ain't able to get nowhere. If you screw around in this turret, the battle axes will come and leave you throatless. You could scale down those vines or the rope there and with vitamins just walk down the side ready to be swarmed by autograph-seeking bees, eating the fresh pollen from the apple blossoms, smelling like apples if only you could smell that small and quick in action. And Toto too grabs you, points out the Tin Man reconstructed as an icebox and keeping the pie chilled and the heavy cream to go on top with time stopped, and the heavy rain is shimmering globes around him. He reflects the sun through drops, tiny rainbows filled in soap bubbles, his axe poised to split them all into hemispheres, tiny ups and downs. And when the dotted earth finally gives leave for cylindrical stacks of coins to sprout up in stalks and tiny hands, reaching palms up to collect and incorporate the suspensions compounding interest in the letters E pluribus unum, and screaming on the uppermost floors afraid of heights and too far to jump, you, like it all, wish to travel with the smoke of the blown candles, wishing this fabulous birthday wasn't somebody else's last. Thank you. Now I get to the fun part where I get to introduce other people. Our featured reader tonight is David Trinidad, and I'm very excited to introduce David, who has been one of my favorite poets for many years. David Trinidad's most recent book, Phoebe 2002, an essay in verse, a mock epic based on the 1950 film All About Eve, co-written